Good day, everyone. This week we'll be sharing about the skills, attitude, and teaching practices expected from the 21st century teacher and the 22nd century teacher as well. Our lesson for today is all about the 21st century teacher. Teachers in the 21st century knows that learning about the latest gadget and other technology can truly transform their students' education. So they are not only up to date on the latest trend but also know how to master them. What does a 21st century teaching means? Teaching in the 21st century means using today's tools and technology. In today's world, being a teacher requires you to adopt the ever-changing tools and innovations that are being implemented in classrooms. It entails utilizing everything vital in today's world in order for students to live and succeed, as well as the capacity to guide and prepare pupils for the future. Skills, attitude, and teaching practices expected from 21st century teacher. What are the skills that a 21st century teacher should have? Leadership, creativity, collaborative, initiative, productivity, critical thinking are those skills that a 21st century should have. Here is Miss Ninyu to discuss those skills.
Good day, everyone. These are the skills that a 21st century teacher should have. The first one is leadership. Leadership is a state or position of being a leader. Face a challenging task, think strategically about the goals and system that support the task. The second one is creativity. It is the ability of a person to make something new. It is use of the imagination to generate new ideas, implement innovation, thinking outside the box, work creatively with others. The third one is initiative. It is the power or opportunity to act or the ability to assess one thing. Requiring the student to be self-starters, teachers will do things without being asked. Go out of your way to continue learning and growing. The fourth one is collaborative. It is about working together by more than two individuals. Working with others, getting students to work together, achieve compromises. The fifth one is critical thinking. It is an analysis and evaluation of one thing, finding solution to problems, essential to improvement. And the last one is productivity. It describes a person's capability to do a lot of works. Teachers in the 21st century must need to become active in class, managing time.
Good day, everyone. I am Adrian F. Leopardo, and today I will gonna discuss you the topic about expected attitude of a 21st century teacher. What should be the attitude of a 21st century teacher? There are three kinds of attitude a teacher must have in 21st century. What they are teacher sensitivity, emotional competent, and good communicators. Okay, let us widen, explore, and discuss them one by one. Teacher sensitivity or imaginative. Teacher responsiveness to students. teacher must be responsive to the students. Example, like when the students ask about everything, and the teacher should be response or give feedback to the students' questions. Consistently demonstrate awareness. The teacher should give or demonstrate an awareness to students in order to widen their understanding. And the next is good communicators. Teachers are proactive. The teacher should have a proactive attitude that can motivate students to become resourceful, responsible, to have a vision and values in life. The next is they should be reliable. When we say reliable, it can be trusted or believed, or it works well in a way that we expect. Like they should be reliable in information. The next, they are concise. When we say concise, it is they give information, a lot of information in a brief way, but it's clearly or it should be comprehensive. Emotional competent. Responds constructively to emotions in oneself and others, and be able to create a positive and well-organized classroom environment. The teacher should be able to create a friendly atmosphere in a classroom that student can enjoy while learning. That's all. Thank you for listening to me. And for the next lesson, Mr. Reyes will discuss it to you. Thank you.
Good day. Let's discuss about the 21st century teaching practices. Be able to teach to all learners. Being a 21st century educator entails being able to teach and reach out all types of students. That is, the ability to differentiate learning so that all students can learn according to their own individual learning styles and their aptitude or readiness level. Educators have discovered that all kids learn best when they are taught according to their own individual learning styles and ability in today's school. Implement technology. The important skills of a 21st century educator is the capacity to not only learn about the new educational devices that will help the student learn better and faster, but also to know how to utilize and deploy the gadget in the classroom. Be able to foster student relationship. An effective teacher will have the ability to facilitate interpersonal relationship within the classroom so that the student will have a sense of community and be able to communicate with their peers on a higher level. Forward thinking. A 21st century educator is able to anticipate the future and plan for it. They are able to push their students to ensure that will be able to navigate their ways through this event-changing technological world. They have the ability to prepare students for the unknown based on current trends and technology. Be able to embrace change. A teacher in the 21st century must have the ability to embrace change and adapt to it given the rapid changes in technology and the way students learn. Overall impression in the 21st century teacher. The 21st century teacher must need to encourage and facilitate student learning and creativity so that all students succeed in today's world and allow students to get the most out of their formal and informal learning opportunities and facilitate learning in a variety of ways.
Hello everyone! Since they already discussed on the previous slides what is 21st century teachers, now let's talk about what is 22nd century education. Since we are now well established in the 21st century and we have collectively done plenty to explain what 21st century education is and how we can complement it, we shouldn't forget that the 22nd century is just a few short decades away. There are some bold predictions for 22nd century education. First, computers are largely light-based and portable, so they can be used in any situation and any size. A small projecting device will be added to glasses, wristbands, or embedded in the skin. So let's just imagine that in the 22nd century education, we are not able to use any kind of gadgets that we are using today for education purposes. And instead, we are using technology or computers that are largely light-based and portable. So as a teacher, it is a kind of a helpful technology, and I'm so happy if it is happen in the future. So now let's move on to the second prediction in education. They say that students are still monitored by central agencies but controlled education themselves. For instance, they can log hours at a veterinary clinic, do virtual dissections, or create hybrid grips for a biology credit. Experiences are logged into a cloud-based database and audited by educators who help students evaluate the quality of their learning. So on this kind of education, they are letting the children into dependent learning. But it's audited by educator that helps students evaluate the quality of their learning. Thirdly, a virtual reality is used in marriage situations to evaluate a person's health, physical ability, and problem-solving abilities. These environments train people for skilled jobs and allow for the safe and effective manipulation of dangerous substances. So in the future, virtual reality is used in marriage situation for evaluating such skills, physical health, physical abilities, and problem-solving abilities. On this prediction on education, I think it can be helpful to determine or evaluate our different abilities. Lastly, nanobots work to keep our brains free from plaque and decay, lightening our years of cognitive aptitude. So it is possible in the future because we have an advanced technology, and if it is happen, I hope it will used by people in a good way. The underlying spirit of the 21st century skills and the changing paradigm of education, it is about educating young minds for future market condition. The idea is to prepare teachers belonging to the past, to prepare teachers belonging to nurture the students belonging to the future, equipping them with the skills they need when they foresee the future of our children. The 22nd century teacher is the product of 21st century. The future is building itself through us slowly and gradually, and it won't take much longer for it to be the other way around. That can happen only by living in the 21st century but planning for the 22nd century. And that's all. Thank you and good day. And that's all for today. I hope that you've learned a lot in our discussion. I hope to see you next week and